Hey folks, scattered showers in the valley again today. Parts of the valley seeing some pretty good rain. You can see it all moving north to south across the region. But things now, as we get up to 5, 6 o'clock, there's just not much left, really quieting down. But here's where rain did fall today, and it was pretty heavy in some places, primarily in the eastern part of the valley. A closer look shows, and according to Doppler, as much as 1 6/10 inches on the north side of Harlingen, less on the south side, and then north out toward the county line, about 1.5 inches, southeast side of Raymondville, 1.5 inches there. Then still some pretty good totals out in the eastern part of Cameron, Willacy counties as well. That has all since pretty much gone away. Here's a cloud cover picture. Sea breeze, a little bit of that, but more of this stuff just came down from the north during the daytime today. Stuff fired up, and that was the end of that. But take a look. This is the system we're watching out in the Gulf of Mexico. Been watching this for the better part of a week and a half now, as it's been working its way across the Gulf slowly but surely. Hurricane Center still gives it a 20% chance of developing the next 2 to 5 days. We'll get an update on that probably before the end of the newscast, see if that's changing. So some slow development is possible as it moves off to the west-northwest. Now, with a system like this, all the rain, the biggest part of the rain is on this east side because it's got this fetch of Gulf moisture. On the other side, it's got dry air coming into it, and that's kind of where we are. So this goes to the northwest basically over the next couple of days, and as it does, it rains and rains and rains in Houston, probably starting tomorrow and lasting much of the rest of the week. On our side, dry air comes down from West Texas, so that dries things out. Yes, spotty showers tomorrow on the sea breeze, and I think we could see an isolated shower any of the next few days, but being on the dry side, there's potential. If this kind of winds up a little bit, that we could end up with nothing, just end up hot and dry completely. We'll have to watch and see how this kind of plays out because there's still some question marks about it. But notice Wednesday, still raining in and around Houston. Thursday, still raining in and around Houston. And even into Friday, there's still some leftover rain in and around the Houston area. So we're talking a whole bunch of rain. We'll look at that in a second. For us, pretty quiet tonight. During the daytime tomorrow, an isolated shower, but you don't see much. There's not a lot of green on the map. There'll be some around, but probably not as active as today. Wednesday, again, maybe an isolated shower, but Future Track says that's about it. Thursday, same kind of story, not much action around. We're kind of working our way toward a mainly dry forecast. Best chance, eastern part of the valley, each of the next few days. Your Cameron County, Willacy County, especially kind of up around Port Mansfield, that's probably your best chance for any rain as this system is in that neighborhood as it goes off in that direction. So as we look at it, temperature-wise, we're in the 80s everywhere but McAllen right now. The places that saw rain stayed cool all day long. Harlingen, 83 right now, but they were 70s for much of the day. And tomorrow you're back in the 90s again. Look at the wind. West wind at 5 to 10. That's downsloping wind off the mountains. With that, temperatures will be quite warm, pretty much valley-wide. In fact, if you look at the next few days, 92 is the normal, and we're going to be above that, 95, 96, 96. Right now, we're not looking at record highs, but it doesn't take much to get there. Off the East Coast, we have a hurricane, yet another one. Fortunately, it's off the East Coast, not on the East Coast, and continuing to push away. The winds now with Humberto, 90 miles per hour as it moves off to the east-northeast at about 7, 670 miles to the west of Bermuda. There's Bermuda right there. Now watch the forecast path. The map's moving, but I'll keep pointing to it. By Wednesday afternoon, 110 mile per hour winds, and it's in the window Wednesday night, and then finally it curves off to the north, Humberto does, but it is in the window, so folks in Bermuda keeping a very close eye on Hurricane Humberto on the east coast of the U.S. At our coast, here's what's happening. Winds out of the southwest tomorrow, 5 to 15, a moderate chop. UV very high, of course, no advisories, a moderate risk of rip currents, a chance for a shower or a thunder shower along the coast, really at night, and then again during the afternoon. Partly cloudy, spotty showers tonight, 75. Tomorrow back to 95. Scattered showers mainly in the eastern part of the valley. Your First Warn 5 AccuWeather forecast for the next 3 days, about the same thing. Isolated showers, best chance near the coast. If that low just nudges a little farther south, our rain chances will go up a little bit. If it doesn't, this holds. Stray showers possible Friday through Sunday, even into Monday. That's a possibility as well. That's your updated First Warn 5 AccuWeather forecast.